Hey everyone, this is Tracy, and I am here for my 5-day post-op update. Everything in the hospital went really, really well. There were no complications with the surgery. My husband tells me that I was in surgery for about 2 hours, and that included them removing my gallbladder because I had gallstones. Let me get a drink real quick. Keep all that water in. Let's see what else. The pain was managed well in the hospital. When I came home, I was given liquid Lortab, and the pain got worse. But it has drastically improved within the last 24 to 36 hours. Now I'm feeling like I could probably go for a walk with my husband. And I'm able to sit in the chair at the computer. Before that, it was the recliner, and I was sleeping a lot. And I would get up and walk around. I would wake up immediately, like 15 to 30 minutes before my pain meds, it was time to take them again. Sorry, I'm terrible at these videos. They make me really nervous. But I would wake up in pain. And then at that point, I would pace the floors until it was time to take more medicine. Oh, excuse me. I'm still getting up all of the gas from when they inflate your stomach. For the surgery, it was done laparoscopically. And I have 6 sites. They said 5 stab sites, but I have 6. And that was including where my drain was. My drain was on my left-hand side. And that wasn't so bad. I thought that the drain would be really gross and it would bother me. But it had a long tube and then was just shoved in my pocket. And they drained it once in a while, and it was no big deal. The biggest deal about that was when they went to remove it, the nurse seemed more nervous than me, and that made me nervous when she was cutting the stitches to get the tube out. So, I don't know if she was new or not, but I went to the hospital that I chose and the surgeon that I chose are both a center of excellence, and I checked his record. He has never lost a patient, not one. And that sold me right there. Between that and meeting him at his seminar, he was such a kind and genuine man, and he's a Christian, and all of those factors really played a role because I had a lot of faith in him as a surgeon. He came straight up and he said, look, you have to lose 30 pounds. Your liver's too big and it could cause you complications. And if you don't lose that weight, I'm not going to risk your life. So boom, had to lose the weight. He wasn't just in it to make the money. He really cares about his patients, you can tell. And I like that. His staff, several of his staff members have had the surgery. And so you really get a chance to talk to a lot of people that have had the surgery, what it's like, what they've gone through. Even my personal trainer has had the surgery by him. And matter of fact, where I live in Idaho, if you say you're having gastric bypass surgery, they go, oh yeah, are you going to see Dr. Pennings? He's that well known. I'm like, yeah. So it's Dr. John Pennings. And I guess people come from all over the United States to see him. If you come from a long distance, he requires you to stay a week or 2 in the area, just in case. But since I live within about 15 minutes of the hospital, I was able to come home. And they kept me for exactly 24 hours. I was up walking after about 4 hours after surgery. I was still groggy and had spaghetti legs, and they said, let's walk. And my husband had actually just left to take my other children and my mom home. And I said, can we wait for my husband? Like, oh, we'll do it again when he gets back. So we went for a walk. The hospitals the hospital has all private rooms, even though they have 2 beds in there. That is so that family members can stay there with you, and they have chairs in there that fold out into single beds. So my husband and my 12-year-old both stayed with me all night. They have, I'm told, I haven't got to taste, obviously, but I'm told that they have a great chef. He's a gourmet chef, and they come and they take your order. You know, what do you want to eat? And my daughter had a BLT with fries, and she seemed like she was gonna lick the plate clean. It was so good. She said it's the best one she's ever had. Let's see. The nurses were great. When it came time, first I had to drink this stuff. It was in like a medicine cup. One of those ones you measure like liquid Tylenol in. And it said bottoms up. It was blue. It was nasty. It was worse than NyQuil, and apparently it stains anything it touches, so I had blue on my lips and blue on my tongue for a while. After that, they came back about 30 minutes later, checked my drain, and no sign of any blue, so I have no leaks, which is good. I was really glad to hear that. So then I was able to have a shake. They didn't keep in stock the ones that I had been buying from Dr. Penning's office. So the nurse was nice enough that he went down and he got the kind of shakes that I had been buying, so that I had the kind that I preferred. And I thought that was very nice of him. He didn't have to do that. They could have just told me, well, these are the ones we have. Which one do you want? They're all about taking care of the patient. They made me very comfortable. They made me feel comfortable there. You know, anything that I needed, they were there immediately. It's the best hospital care that I've ever had. The only other 2 times I've been in the hospital is for my C-sections, and the nurses were rude, and they just didn't take good care of their patients, as far as I was concerned, and this place was excellent. What else about the surgery? The pain was manageable at the hospital. I was given one of those drip buttons, and I really wasn't using it that often. But when I came home, they changed my meds to liquid Lortab. The pain was worse, and it's gotten a lot better. Like I said earlier in the video. Sorry, I repeat things sometimes. The pain is much better, and I actually think that I'm going to be only taking it starting tomorrow when I'm wanting to sleep, because then, you know, it's still uncomfortable. But I'm hoping all that will go away within the next couple days. I think I'm pretty fortunate that the pain has only lasted as long as it has. Let's see, what else? I guess that's about it. At least for part 1. I tried to make this video earlier, and it said that it was too large to post, so I'm hoping this one won't be. I want to thank everybody for all their support, and I will be checking back in with you in a few minutes, actually, because then I have a part 2, because I have some questions that I want to ask other people who've had this surgery done. So see you in a minute for part 2.